Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome to Asymmetrical Controller, the podcast. Today we only have two of us. It is me, Daeva, and Shark here. This is going to be a shorter episode due to lack of people, plus there's not too much news going around about asymmetrical horror games currently. There's some being developed, like Killer Clowns from Space, and I think Carnival Hunt is also released a trailer, so...
Oh, they did?
Yeah. So I guess... Go ahead.
And since, DbD is kinda... Have you heard of the new patch that is coming out?
I have not.
Oh my gosh. So, circular healing is basically... It's dead.
Oh?
Yeah, you can no longer heal yourself. And the
Really?
circle healing, yeah, you have to have other people heal you.
Huh.
They nerfed the med kits, and they nerfed self-healing again. So healing really sucks.
Well, what's the point in healing in the game anymore now?
Yeah, that's what people are saying, especially with a Legion, with
Yeah.
Hannah and all those.
Might as well just remove healing as a feature.
You might have just removed survivors from the game in general.
Honestly.
I haven't played it, so I've only been looking at other people play it.
Yeah, I haven't really been on the DbD side currently, so.
I've been playing single player games and I'm having a blast.
No, fair.
Though I'm getting kind of lonely now. I need to do more games.
Yeah. Talking about single player games, Resident Evil 4 Remake came out.
Yes.
I have not personally played it.
I don't have it yet.
Yeah. But I've seen some gameplay, I've seen some reviews, and honestly, it looks really good.
It looks so good. It gives me hope for Baldur's Gate 3. I know I talk about it every time I come here.
So some background, I used to play Resident Evil 4 when I was a kid.
Oh yeah, me too.
So it's nice to see something that I enjoyed when I was younger get remade. And it looks really good, the graphics are really good.
And they kept everything in it.
Yeah. There was some voice lines that were changed, and that made some people sad. Leon doesn't say, "What's up, bro?" or anything like that. But
damn.
You know what? It happened. It's still a nice release.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people enjoying the game. There might be some bugs. I don't know. I haven't really seen any.
I haven't really seen any either.
I
haven't played it yet, but I'm wanting to.
Yeah. And then some other news. Dead Island 2's release date. I don't know if we talked about that coming in before, but apparently it's supposed to be April 28th. So basically this month, since it's the first.
Oh, it is this month.
Yeah. So it's been literal years until this has been released. I'm a little scared about it because I haven't seen too much of it. And because it's been taking so long, I hope it's good. But there's also been other games like that. I think Cyberpunk 2077 took a very long time, and its release was really rough.
It was.
So
my ex got it on release, and he kept showing me bug after bug after bug. It's like, what are you playing? Are you playing a bug game?
Yeah. And then we have Silent Hill 2 Remake. There's no release date yet on that, but it says to be determined around in 2023. So that's very cool. Hopefully it's I know Silent Hill 2 was made a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Yeah, the graphics and stuff, the way they are going to alter that, I'm wondering how it's going to work. Yeah. So, and then Outlast Trials, which I actually ended up playing the beta for, also hasn't released a date, but I think they're working on more trials, hopefully. Because I believe when I played in the beta, there were 6, but we were only allowed to play 1. And my question was, if there's going to be only 6, I wonder how, replayable the game would be, you know? So hopefully they add a little bit more with that. There were some small features which I liked, which was, rock, paper, scissors, and arm wrestling, which was weirdly fun. And
The tiny
then
things are what matter.
yeah. And then a game called Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. And I believe this is just based off of Sherlock Holmes, obviously. And it's just the detective investigates the Cthulhu mythos. So that's an interesting twist. Um, no release date on that, but it says 2023. So hopefully we get. It'll be interesting to see what that game is, because Sherlock Holmes, there's other games with mystery and detectives, but Cthulhu, it's an interesting take on it.
Like Cthulhu is in Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, apparently they're exploring the mythos. Yeah,
Okay, that will be interesting.
yeah. And then also this year, we have a lot of horror games coming out this year.
I'm watching
Um,
like the trailer for Carnival Hunt. This looks
yeah,
like
Carnival Hunt is also
really
has a new
creepy.
trailer. Yeah,
So you're basically rabbits running away from someone.
yeah, basically.
I think I remember this game like a long time, like a while back, of it
Mhm.
being announced.
Maybe. I think they had a Kickstarter originally, and then I think maybe they finally got what they needed. And Killer Clowns from Outer Space, also to be determined this year. But
I'm still in the Discord for that. I have not heard anything.
yeah, it's kind of wild though, because I remember that used to be a movie that would scare me as a child. So seeing it in a game now,
It's funny
uh,
because I found that movie funny, but Pennywise scared me more.
interesting. Yeah, huh. But yeah, so there's a lot of cool horror games coming out. We just don't know too much about them. Um, trying to look here about anything else. A lot of Silent Hill stuff.
I just hope they'll do Silent Hill good, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and the tech.
Especially like Dead Island, with it being so long, it reminds me of like Kingdom Hearts 4 between 3. No, 3 between 2, with how long it took for 3 to come out.
Yeah,
And it
it
was
kind of just fell
I
off.
played it, I liked it, but it was also a disappointment.
Yeah,
Like, it was yeah, everything that you heard about Kingdom Hearts 4 or 3, basically, it's true. It was very short, it was very easy, even on, like, above medium. I was on, like, hard difficulty, I think. But it was so easy, I beat it within, like, 3 days.
dang. Oh, interesting. Yeah. And then also Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Not too much news.
That's
Um,
not they haven't had anything else yet?
no. Nah, doesn't even think it'll be released this year. So it's still probably early in development, I would say. I'm still wondering how that's gonna work because I heard like the proportion of killers to survivors.
Or more?
Yeah, so it's gonna be
Interesting. I'm gonna
yeah.
play it, at least to
I'm gonna
try it out.
try, yeah. I just wonder if the balance will be okay. It'll definitely probably be tuned as how majority of games are. I mean,
It can't be too overpowered, but then again, look at Dead by Daylight. They
this
they nerf one side more than the other half the time.
is true.
They also
Um,
talked about maybe removing Bubba from DbD. There was a rumor about that going around, but it turned out false.
yeah, I don't know, honestly. I feel like Dead by Daylight is kind of going down a hole, and it cannot be dug out. Like it can't be filled,
No.
and I think that just happens over time with games. So,
Yeah, like
um,
Overwatch. But Overwatch, I don't know if you played the April Fool's event or if you even heard about it.
I did not.
Um, they have this game mode where they have random powers. Orisa can fly, Zenyatta can fly, Reinhardt can fly.
Oh,
Um, they have all kinds of joke voice lines, like Moira yells out Kamehameha, which is funny. It's so
yeah.
funny. But
Huh.
it's so chaotic, and they have all googly eyes. It's such a fun event. It's one of the more fun events I've played on that game, and so
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. Um. Oh yeah, the Ghostbusters Spirit Unleashed. We did end up playing that actually.
Yeah, we kind of haven't played it after a while.
Yeah, it's kind of hard that it was just on the Epic Game Store and that was it.
And we did the story, and there's nothing else really left to do besides level up stuff.
Yeah, like it was good in the beginning. I just feel like it didn't have enough to
Oh, it was
stand on
so
its
much
own.
fun in the beginning.
Yeah,
Unless they updated it, and I don't about
I don't think they have yet.
No, they still have all the old maps. They didn't add any other maps. They didn't add any other ghosts. I'm
Any
looking
other
now.
gaming news that you think you might have? No.
I know Diablo 4 is coming out really soon, and I'm probably going to play that for a while. I think the beta just got finished.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my friend was talking about it,
Yeah.
and I saw some videos on it, like the customization screen. It looks pretty. I haven't played it though.
Is Starfield finally coming out this year? So Bethesda Games, I believe, are the developers for Starfield. I've never played a Starfield game. I just know that it is halting the progress for Elder Scrolls 6, and I've held a grudge ever since. I just Starfield better be a good game, because if not, I'm gonna be really upset that they wasted so much time just to not make Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah,
I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan. I've played Morrowind, I played Oblivion, I played Arena, like played Skyrim obviously. ESO, like was I enjoyed them all. And it feels like I've just been waiting forever for Elder Scrolls 6 cuz I believe
just like GTA 6.
Starfield's E3 press conference was in 2008. It's been 5 years. So, that makes time. But that makes me feel like now we have probably 5 more years until a new Elder Scrolls game will come out. And it's like, man, like I understand it's a lot of work. It's not easy, but it just
Yeah.
sucks. Um,
Hopefully they'll take their time with it and it won't be, shitty.
yeah. Baldur's Gate 3.
Because while I appreciate
Mhm.
graphics and stuff and making it look pretty, that's not what a game is about, in my opinion. Like, it could
Yeah.
be a shitty game with shitty graphics, but it could have the best story,
True. This is true.
So I'm hoping they at least do it right.
I see here. Okay, so Baldur's Gate. I have not looked into this game much, but
If
apparently,
you like DbD, D&D, you would probably like this game.
yeah, I saw the Dungeon and Dragons tabletop role-playing system, which I am a fan of. Dungeons and Dragons. I think it's a nice way to develop a story that some writers can't really get out there. But
Hmm.
yeah. So it'll
And
be
there's like,
interesting to see.
oh yeah, there's gonna be you can do so much in the first act. That's all they have for the game right now is the first act, and there's a lot of places you can't leave because
Mhm.
it's not early access. But it's been an early access since 2020.
Really.
Yeah, so it's finally being released.
And I believe it is going to be co-op, correct?
Yes, it's up to 4 players. Me and Osias played it before. Me and my
That's
cousins usually play it together.
sounds
And you
interesting.
can choose to be good or you can choose to be evil and completely fuck everyone up.
I think games that let you have choices over the story is honestly really good. I think those games that come out now I feel like we need more of those kind of games,
Absolutely.
Because a lot of games are out
It's
there
more
that doesn't,
immersive.
yeah. It's just because Dying Light 2 did a thing where the story was affected by your actions.
I've never completed that.
I never did either. I used to be a big fan of Dying Light 1. I got to the max rank you could. Did basically everything in that game. I got all the golden weapons. Like, my inventory was stacked. I played it for over 1,000 hours. But
Damn.
Yeah.
You have that one video on your YouTube, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah. So Dying Light 2 just I tried to play it, but it didn't really grasp my attention. Every time I
Honestly,
played it
I feel
too,
that.
I got a headache. I
Like,
don't know
I
why.
started playing 2 with my ex, and it's to the we were playing it in the same room,
Mm.
and I never got to the part where we could do co-op because it was like separate. You know, in the very beginning, you have to do the tutorial and all that
Yeah.
crap. So we
Yeah.
never really got to play, and I just never really picked it back up because it didn't really pull me in.
Yeah. I believe there's a new Zelda game coming out this
Yes, Tears of the
year.
Kingdom. I think that's what it's called.
I'll be honest, the last Zelda game I played was Wind Waker, maybe? I don't
Mine was
remember the
Majora's
order.
Mask on the 3DS.
Yeah, I've played Majora, I've played Ocarina of Time, and I love my favorite's the NES version of Zelda, the original.
My favorite's Majora's Mask.
Majora's Mask is my close second. Yeah. And then Minecraft Legends. So this game I don't know too much about. Apparently it's gonna be like a what I can see like your own village type thing where you defend it like a tower defense, but more advanced. I haven't played Minecraft in a hot minutes because I just every time they add things to the update, it doesn't feel the same to me. So I'm like, I just haven't really got back into it. Plus, I only really play modded Minecraft, not regular Minecraft, so it's been a while.
Yeah.
But I heard it's gonna be
This looks
interesting.
weird.
Yeah, it's also coming out on Steam instead of their own launcher, so that'll
Oh,
be
that's weird, but that's
yeah,
different. Trying to branch out.
yeah.
I know this game is probably not announced anywhere, but it made me think of this one indie developer. He's making a game called Sound of Symphony.
Mhm.
It's on TikTok. He has a whole TikTok dedicated to his work, and he's been working on it for like 3 years.
Oh,
Um, it deals with music. You have to do combos and tune to the music.
interesting.
It's really hard to explain without showing, but it's called Sound of Symphony. It's not out yet. It's still heavily in development, but it looks so interesting.
Yeah, I think that would be a cool little aspect of a game.
Yeah, it's like completely sound orientated. There's different combos you can do with like crescendos and like there's even that's the name of the ability. And you can steal combos away from your enemies with like certain musical combinations.
I wonder if I just played Megalovania, if it would do something.
Probably
That'd be kind of cool, actually.
little Easter eggs.
Because I know how to do music. I've been a musician for 11 years, so I think
Hmm.
it'd be yeah, it sounds interesting. I really like games that incorporate sounds into their game, like
Absolutely, it
um
makes
ex-
it original and unique.
yeah, especially horror games. And it's more terrifying, but I think it's more immersive when you have a game and your mic is on and it's not like push to
And they can
talk.
hear you.
Yeah, and then everything reacts to your sound. I
It makes
think
it more
that's very
terrifying.
yeah, it feels just more immersive. Does it also scare the hell out of you? Yes, but I think horror games can really become scary if they add more elements that affect the person, like in real life. Like,
I know there's a few horror games that can work with your webcam,
yeah.
and that just terrifies me. I don't want to even try to play those, but there are games where it like works with your webcam and it has you on there and like puts you into like a little fake. I don't remember what game it is, but it would put you into like a little fake Zoom call with like AI people, and that's just terrifying in itself.
Yeah. Things are definitely more advanced these days. Yeah, I think that's all the information I have about new games and asymmetrical games coming out.
Yeah,
Or
there's not very
asymmetrical
many coming
horror.
out
Yeah. Um,
until we get word on the Killer Clowns game,
yeah.
but who knows about that? I'm kind of losing hope since it's been about a year since it was
Yeah.
announced.
But I mean, maybe they're just working hard, you know?
Hopefully. I check back in that Discord server every now and then, but they've
Yeah.
not said any new news besides some different kind of like clown drops and different abilities you can use.
Uh-huh. Trying to look for updates in the gaming community here. Oh, I guess we could talk about, it's not really related to gaming as such, but some real world news that could affect marketing for games and stuff is the TikTok ban from Congress.
Yes. I
Um,
kind of watched that and I had to turn it off after a while when he asked, "Does TikTok connect to my Wi-Fi?"
yeah. There were definitely some aspects I thought were very interesting. I didn't see it all, so I don't have like a full opinion. But from what I've seen, um, it it's an interesting set of people we have. I was just confused on why we didn't have some kind of professional in that background or field there. Because, you
Yeah.
know, with a typical court case for like evidence to go through and all that, you need either like someone who is relevant in the field, like a forensic scientist, typically with evidence when things are used for a crime. So I don't know why during that they didn't have some people that were knowledgeable about the topics and could talk and discuss about it more. I feel like
They
that definitely could
tried.
have been helpful.
They tried. Like they had the CEO of TikTok there, and he was trying to explain what the app was about and how people kind of like help each other through it, I
Yeah.
guess. Because there are different sides of TikTok
Uh-huh.
where I saw one today where this little kid was like in an accident and his mom wasn't really showing stuff. It was more for like the family on the TikTok, and but it kind of blew up and got viral.
Mhm.
And so people started sending gifts to this kid, and he basically got like over 100 packages just for him to get better.
So nice.
Yeah. But they were showing memes in Congress. They showed this one meme of like a gun. It was like me as fuck. And they were like, this is a threat on the Congress today.
Yeah, I saw that. I was just confused because I know the CEO of TikTok was there. I don't know why Congress themselves didn't have representatives to ask the questions.
No, they did not ask.
Like,
They they talked like they didn't understand technology.
exactly.
That's the only way I can explain it.
That's why I was confused why they just didn't bring in a professional for them, like them to ask the questions for them to get down to it.
Yeah, it's like they had their mind made up before they stepped in
Yeah,
that courtroom.
I definitely could tell they were trying to force the situation.
And like stuff that happened yesterday, I don't know if you heard about in Arkansas, but there was that horrible tornado that ripped through Little Rock. And the only way I've seen video is like actual footage of it forming and like hitting stuff was from through TikTok.
Yeah, true. TikTok can be, it's a double-edged sword. It can be
Exactly.
either very
It
good
can
for actual news or fake news and propaganda and also things that can harm people. I think it
people.
should just be parents should restrict certain things and that's up to the parents. It's not really TikTok's fault. They provide the essentials you need to limit it. It's
And
your
like any
choice to
kid,
do so.
almost every kid under the age of 10 now has a phone,
Yeah.
or like 14 now has a phone. And there is an age limit of like 13 on the app, but obviously you can lie. And I've seen some accounts where there are underage kids on there, and I immediately report the account to be like, this is a minor, to get their account banned. I don't want to do that to someone, but if they're a minor on that app, I'm going to get them kind of banned,
Yeah.
just for their safety.
No, I agree, I agree. So E3 cancellation.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Nintendo pulled out and they just canceled E3.
Yeah, it looks like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo that they wouldn't be taking part
And that's like the big three, the only three that people go for.
Yeah. And then Ubisoft also pulled out earlier as well. And I'm
Honestly,
wondering
I don't
why.
blame them because they could be doing their own thing better than E3.
True. I feel like it's just E3 already has this representation of the platform for like developers to show stuff
Yeah.
off. So I think if they try and make their own little festival, I guess, that it might just not catch on to everyone. I feel like connecting each, because Sony is a separate brand from Microsoft and Nintendo, but I think in like a place where all of them can go is honestly probably better than separate.
Yeah.
Because not only that, but like you get the
It's like
communities
a showcase
connected.
for the communicate. It's
Yeah.
like not I have not met one single person that are a diehard Sony, Nintendo, or Microsoft. They're always like kind of a mixture, you know? There
And
are that select few that'll only be for Sony.
and even if they are diehard, they might change their mind when they go there. They
And when
might
they see a
find
game
something.
that is interesting.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for
So
Nintendo, what it has going for it is Zelda and Mario pretty much.
that's the same thing they've been milking for years.
Yep.
Uh, I'm
And now they're
afraid.
gonna I'm afraid for the movie.
Yeah, the Mario movie. Oh my gosh. I think. Listen, don't get me wrong. I love the Zelda games, and I love the Mario games and all of that. But I think Nintendo needs to find
Get like a new kind
some.
of character.
Yeah, they need some inspiration or something. Like they need something new. Like everyone's kind of moving on to things. And I'm not saying like we need to get rid of Zelda or anything, but if this keeps going on, eventually it'll be ruined because there'll be so much stuff. Everyone will be like, "Well, they're just making milking the same cow," and then like, I feel like people are just gonna get bitter about it because they're gonna keep releasing Zelda games, and they're probably not gonna put in as much effort as they used to because it'll just
That's
keep
what I'm
going
worried
on.
about too.
So I think it'll ruin the community if they keep going too much. I think finding a way to end it is honestly probably the best because then it'll be more nostalgic that way. They're like, it was
Absolutely.
good to have this part, now it's time to move on to a new chapter.
Because all the Zelda games actually do have a timeline with them. They all are in the same universe, just different timelines.
Yeah,
If you know about that.
Links to the
But
Past. Yeah,
if they were to get to a point where Link's story were to finally end, and maybe do something else in the Zelda universe, you know?
yeah,
But that would also be a big risk for them to do something new without Link in it.
yeah. Well, either way, they can start off with something else that might get
Or do
popular.
something like way more Sonic wise. Like Sonic has so many different games and like different play styles.
Yeah, I just think maybe they need to broaden their branches. I think for a lot of developers, that might be like you never want to spread yourself too thin. You always want to do something that works because it works.
Yeah.
But you also don't want to ruin all the work you've put into and all the creativity and it
And all the
end up
lore and the
being
story
bitter.
that you made.
Yeah. And you don't want it to be bitter. And like, you don't want to be bitter and sour in someone's mouth in the end. You want them to be like, wow, this was a really great story. It impacted my life. It was fun to play and enjoyable. I want to
Literally
see what's
childhood.
next. Exactly.
Ah, I just remembered another game. I've been playing a lot of Dragon Age lately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about finished with Dragon Age 2. I had to restart because I wanted a mage. But
I see. I see.
um I'm gonna be moving on to Dragon Age 3 soon, and Dragon Age 4 is gonna be coming out hopefully this year or next year, from what I'm seeing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be different. Yeah, it's gonna be on releasing this year sometime, from what it says on Google. But
Yeah.
that's gonna be an interesting game. I'm excited for the
Yeah.
story base, story choices. I'm a sucker for games that actually have the choices that you make in game that go
Yeah,
along
it's
with the
same.
story.
Cause like made these choices. I decided what happens.
I want to do this, and if I'm going to be a jerk, I want to be a jerk.
Exactly. Or vice versa. Yeah, that's all the topics I have for today. Today is kind of short because we have less people, not as much opinions and all that. Plus, there's not much news currently. So I think we're all going to try, or at least some of us, deep dive for some more information that we can find out for you guys and have more topics when everyone else is here, because there's some things that we can discuss, but I think it'd be nice to have more opinions and all that and just kind of make a full conversation. So today's yeah, or even the special guests. Who knows?
Yeah, that's what I try to bring up to Matt about bringing other people in.
Yeah.
But it seems like a good stopping point today.
Yeah, sounds good. All right, well, thank you guys for listening in. We will have another episode hopefully coming soon with more people and more topics. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you later.
Good night.